Have you ever met an elderly person with eyes brimming with stories, yet who says nothing? Today's story is about an 80-year-old man named Henry, who spent his entire life living simply in a small village by the sea. With silver hair and hands roughened by years of work, Henry embodies simplicity and patience. Every day he sits on an old wooden bench in the park watching people pass by. But few know that behind his quiet demeanor lies a lifetime of joy, sorrow, and valuable lessons he has gathered over the years. An unexpected encounter with a young woman named Lucy gave Henry the chance to share those lessons and helped Lucy regain balance in her life. Henry was born and raised in a poor family by the sea. Hardships from a young age taught him the value of hard work and gratitude. Each day he would toil on a small boat, catching fish to bring home to his wife and young daughter. His wife, Alice, was a kind-hearted woman who stayed by his side through thick and thin. To Henry, Alice was more than a companion. She was the simple joy in each moment. As the years passed, Henry faced heartbreak. Alice passed away from illness, leaving a void in his heart that was not easily filled. His daughter, Emily, grew up, started her own family, and moved to a distant city. Henry understood that this was the cycle of life, that the elderly would eventually walk the path alone. Yet he chose to stay in the seaside village, to remain in the home he and his wife had built together. Early each morning, Henry would walk the familiar streets, head to the nearby park, and settle into his favorite wooden bench. There, he could gaze at the blue sky, look out over the distant sea, and listen to the sounds of nature. His life now revolved around simple things: the sound of the wind, the birds singing, and the occasional greetings from villagers passing by. One day, while Henry sat in the park, a young woman named Lucy happened to pass by. Lucy was going through a difficult time. Her demanding city job had left her exhausted and lost. Seeing Henry sitting alone, with a contemplative look on his face, she felt compelled to approach him and start a conversation. "Hello, sir. I see you here every day. Don't you have anyone to keep you company?" she asked, full of curiosity. Henry turned to her with a gentle smile. "When you reach my age, my dear, you come to understand that companionship doesn't always have to come from others. At 80, I've learned to find joy within myself," he replied, his eyes filled with peace. Lucy was amazed by his simple yet profound answer. Curious to learn more, she began spending her afternoons listening to the stories and wisdom Henry had to share. Henry's words slowly became a source of inspiration and encouragement for Lucy, helping her navigate through the pressures and challenges in her own life. Henry told her stories of his youth, of his battles with hardship, and of how he coped with loss. He shared memories of his time with Alice and his pride in watching Emily grow up and build her life. But as time passed, he realized that clinging to the past changed nothing. He learned to embrace memories in a quiet corner of his heart and focus on the present. "You see, life is not a race," Henry said. "The more we chase after success and temporary pleasures, the easier it is to lose ourselves. I learned this lesson while gazing at the sea. Whether the waves are big or small, the sea remains the sea. It never loses its essence." Through each afternoon spent with Henry, Lucy began to realize that she didn't need to achieve everything in life to find peace. She gradually learned to cherish each moment, understanding that there was no need to constantly chase after meaningless pursuits. Henry's lessons helped her see the beauty in simplicity, appreciate patience, and understand how to face life's challenges. One rainy afternoon, Henry shared another lesson he had learned from living alone. He said, "The rain will stop and the sky will turn blue again. But if you spend all your time wishing the rain away, you'll miss its beauty." Lucy pondered his words for a long time. She realized that instead of trying to change the things that couldn't be changed, she needed to accept them and find beauty even in the challenges. Since meeting Henry, she had become more at peace, facing life's obstacles in her own way. Over time, Lucy and Henry became a unique pair of friends, a strange duo of youth and age, of enthusiasm and serenity. Their bond wasn't just a source of strength for Lucy. It also gave Henry a sense of purpose, a feeling that he still had someone who would listen and understand. This friendship was one of life's miracles, a relationship that transcended age, needed no flowery words, and relied only on sincerity. Every afternoon, Lucy would come to sit with Henry, reading to him, listening to his stories, and sometimes simply sharing the silent beauty of a sunset over the sea. These seemingly simple moments brought peace to them both. Henry's stories not only changed Lucy's outlook on life, but also helped her understand that sometimes the most beautiful things lie in quiet and tranquility. One autumn afternoon, with golden leaves blanketing the park, Henry gently said to Lucy, "I won't be here forever, dear, but I'm grateful you've been here, listening to my stories. I hope you'll take these lessons far and share them with others who need them." His words made Lucy's heart ache. She hadn't realized how important these quiet afternoons with Henry had become. But Lucy understood that, like everything in life, every meeting has its meaning, and every story must one day come to an end. Then, one day, Henry wasn't sitting on his familiar bench. Word spread that he had passed peacefully in his sleep. Lucy felt a deep sorrow, but she knew he had lived a life full of meaning, and his lessons would live on in her heart. She placed a small bouquet of flowers on his bench, a gesture of gratitude to her special friend. Lucy continued her life, carrying the values she had learned from him. Whenever she faced hardship, she would remember Henry, sitting peacefully in the park with calm eyes and a gentle smile. The lessons he had left behind about patience, gratitude, and the importance of inner peace became her source of strength. Henry may be gone, but his stories, his quiet afternoons on the wooden bench, and his thoughtful gaze remained forever in Lucy's heart. From then on, Lucy became the bearer of his teachings, sharing them with young people, helping them find peace in their lives. Henry's story is a testament to how patience and gratitude can help us overcome any hardship, and that happiness doesn't necessarily come from grand achievements. Often, it simply lies in finding joy in life's simplest moments. As Henry once said, "Happiness isn't about racing against time. It's about accepting everything that comes our way." After he passed, Lucy carried his valuable lessons forward, sharing them with everyone around her. This was Henry's spiritual legacy, a reminder to live peacefully, appreciate each moment, and cherish all relationships in our lives. If you found this story meaningful and want to hear more about life's profound and heartfelt stories, follow our channel, Life Stories 365. Join us as we explore deep stories, life lessons, and find inspiration for your own journey.